Good evening, everybody. This is Shannon Marshall. I'm coming to you tonight to address the current crisis going on at the Beto unit. It's my understanding that for almost a week now, the Beto unit has had no running water and they're having sewage backup problems. Like these men are living in exposed sewage and they're being given very limited water, 2 bottles at night with every last chow. And that's just not enough. It's not going to cut it. It's not right. And we're here to address it. And other people are dealing with the situation as we speak. So for tonight, I'm here to address 3 categories of people. First and foremost, I want to speak to the inmates. And I'm hoping that they will get access to this through their loved ones and through, people that relay the message to them on the inside. So to the inmates, I know what you're going through. I've been there. I've lived it for most of my life. I know the situation is bad and it's not getting any better right now, though it's about to. So what I want to caution and urge everybody is that I know your frustration levels are rising, and the longer this goes on, the more desperate you get. On the inside, we understand that through violence is the quickest way usually to get the administration's attention, to get the higher up powers that be attention. But this is not always going to work for you. In this situation, it's going to be worse because you're going to end up getting locked down. You might get in personal trouble, go to lockup and confinement, perhaps get extra time depending on how far it goes or what you do, et cetera, et cetera. It's just not worth it. I understand that on the inside, we think of violence as being the universal language, the quickest way to get attention and to get something done about any given situation. But that's not the case out here in the free world, okay? And you need to always keep in mind that 90-something% of all of y'all are going to come home one day. You're not going to spend your entire life in prison. So you need to guard against becoming institutionalized, all right? Violence is not the answer out here. It's not going to do nothing for you. It's going to get you in trouble. I have several friends who have lost jobs, big money paying jobs too. They've gotten in trouble. They've gone to jail. They've gone to ISF. You name it. You can lose your housing. You can lose all kinds of stuff out here, for any type of violence. They're not trying to hear it in the world, not even in the oil field. Many people think they'll get out and go to the oil field and it's still rough and tumble. No, sir. So violence is not the only answer. Communication skills are what's going to get you everywhere. All right. Learn to communicate, but learn to communicate effectively and efficiently. That's what's going to get you everywhere. Okay. But more to the point for right now, I know you're probably feeling like you're being ignored. They don't care. Nobody cares. Nobody's doing anything about it. I mean, it's been almost a week now, and that's inhumane and unsanitary. You're human beings. You're not animals. You're not dogs, and not even animals or dogs deserve to live like that. Okay. I get that. And I need all of y'all to know that people out here are aware of the situation. These advocates out here are working every day to get this situation rectified as quick as possible. I also want you all to know that there are power players already aware and involved. You have senators that are aware of the situation and making calls, addressing it. You have representatives. You have the news media, which is also aware of the situation and addressing it. And all of y'all know that this type of attention is what TDCJ wants to avoid. This type of attention will also get a response. So hang tight, hold tight, stay stiff. Man, I know it's bad. I know it's bad, man, and I'm sorry as hell. But the situation is going to be addressed, and it's going to be addressed ASAP. It should be cleared up very soon. Please just hold tight a little longer, man. Violence is not the answer. It's not going to help the situation none. The wheels are not going to turn faster than what they're turning or what they're about to be turning right now. Okay? Let it be dealt with. It's happening. Secondly, I want to address the families of these guys that are on the inside, families and loved ones. You know, we need y'all to encourage these people on the inside to stay calm, to not act out. It's not going to help at this point. Like I said, the prison mentality is, man, if we mess some stuff up, we set some stuff on fire, then man, they're going to have to come down here and deal with us. You know, they're going to have to address the situation. But let them know that the situation is already being addressed, and it's being addressed by power players. Okay. Like I said, senators, representatives, the news media, all kinds of people are involved. Let the process work. It's happening. Okay. Urge your people to just hold tight a little bit longer. You know, we're coming. These advocates are working every day, nonstop. Let them work. Third and lastly, to any and all administrative types for TDCJ that may view this, come on, people. I mean, I know some of y'all are trying, but man, we can do more. We can do better. You know, if something's broke, you know, inmates do 99% of all the labor in there. Let them work. If you need parts, you need to replace piping, whatever the case may be, there's a budget for that somewhere. Okay, let's access it. You know, you're getting terrible flack right now. You're getting all the type of attention that you don't want to get. You know, let's make the situation right. You know, nobody needs to be living in a situation like that. Like I said, it's inhumane and it's unsanitary as hell. There's people getting sick. You know, let's take care of business. You know, you wouldn't want your family, your kids, your children. You wouldn't want nobody living like that. So let's work every angle we can work, and let's get this taken care of as soon as possible, please. You know, I thank you all for listening. I hope you all have a good night, and just know that we're working, okay? It's happening right now. Thank you and have a good evening.